Michelle's Mystic Corner. Today we are discussing intention spells. I'm really excited for this. Um, I do have a set order, but I just want everyone to know there is no rules when it comes to doing your own intention spells. So there is that for you. Okay. I am not on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Shame on me. So let's go over here, see who all is in the chat. All right, there we go. That's better. So before we do intention spells and start talking about intention spells, I'm going to draw a card for the card of the day. Kind of wait a few minutes for people to come in and hang out with us today. I'm so sorry about last week, everyone. I had to cancel. I had no voice at all. Could not talk. The cough was horrendous. Oh my goodness. I got what was going around. Okay. So I have for us the Seven of Cups. Check out this card. The Seven of Cups. Seven of emotions. Seven is the highest spiritual number, the seeker of knowledge. So with this card, I almost said cup. With this card, I'm going to say seek out your emotions and start working on them one at a time. The ones that are really prevalent that you just can't seem to get a handle on. That's what you want to do. You want to start searching out your emotions and figuring out which ones are good emotions, which ones are negative emotions, and work on making the negative more positive. And if you have positive ones that need more positivity, you can add to that as well. So there is our card of the day, the Seven of Cups, which looks like the Seven of, I want to say, the Seven of Wands, I think, is the one that it actually looks like this card. This is the Shuffle Tarot, so all the cards are mixed up by the images, which is really fun. I really enjoy this deck. Oh, hey, Dan, welcome in. It's about time. No. Okay. So, well, hello, Faith, Crystals, and more. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. So today we're going to be talking about intention spells. We just did the card of the day, which was the Seven of Cups. So we talked about your emotions and, searching out which ones are positive, which ones are negative. Oh, Ginger. Goodness, hello. Okay. So when it comes to intention spells, oh my goodness, I think this is one of my favorite things to do is intention spells. I do have a card up here, which we're going to get into. So I have this really cool deck called Ask Your Soul Message Cards. Hi, Maria. Welcome in. Okay, so this card, and when I do intention spells, I like to have a card with me, and I'll show you why. So out of this deck, I drew work on changing your thoughts. Now, I chose this one for a reason, and it kind of goes along with what the Seven of Cups was explaining a little bit about. Because I know that I need my thoughts to be more positive sometimes and less negative more often than not. So I chose this card for me. Then what I like to do, so I'm identifying a specific goal. My specific goal is I want to change my thoughts from negative to positive when it comes to myself. Hi, Dion. Welcome in. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat as well as going along with what's here. So, okay. So, I prefer to identify my thought and write it down. That is how I do mine. So, I wrote on a piece of paper, work on changing my thoughts to be more positive. Okay. And so I have my handy dandy card that I'm just going to stick back here. I keep this card with me because that's part of taking the action that you're going to need. I am so sorry. I have an eyelash in my eye. So you want to identify your goal. That is my goal. Now you want to focus your energy very clearly on that goal. This is the part where it takes a little time because you want to spend 2 to 5 minutes. It just depends on you as a person, just kind of meditating over your goal. Okay. And so you want to focus your thoughts, your emotions. If this is the point where you would do visualization, um, I like to feel the action, the goal happening. And that can be hard for some people, but you just close your eyes and you do your meditation. Um, and sometimes it helps to state it out loud when you're writing it down. So you can say, work on changing my thoughts to be more positive. Because when you're speaking it, you're spelling it, you're spelling, speaking, magic, intention, you're saying your intention, you're breathing it out. Okay. So then another thing you want to do is you want to use present tense terms. I think I said that right. I am being distracted. I have my little dog that is begging to get on the bed. So please forgive my distraction. Okay, so you want to use present tense terms. You want to speak clearly and in the now. That's what I'm trying to get at. So I like to do my stuff and speak in the now. I did not do that on this paper, but to change that, all you do is I am changing my thoughts to be positive. So it was working on it to now I am changing it. Okay. So you see how using the present tense terms just really changes that whole entire statement. Okay. It changes it from an action to it is happening. So there's that part of it. Now, the part I like the most is the ritual part. Everybody has their own ways of doing things. However, I am an Aries and I like fire. It just is what it is. I'm not going to light my paper on fire today. I'm sorry. It'll go way up and my smoke alarm will go off. My dogs will howl. It'll be a mess. So here's what I do, however, though, which is good because I don't even know where my lighter went. Oh, it's right in front of me. Yeah, so I would take my paper and I take some white sage, which is already down in my fire container. I have my little cauldron. Okay. And so I would fold my paper up just a little bit because this is what you're going to catch on fire. Okay, and I like I said, I already have some white sage in there, just little pieces. You don't need the whole thing. I myself like the dandelion root because dandelion is wishes. And you blow on the dandelions and the little white seeds go everywhere. And I just put a pinch in. See, this is my dandelion root. Just put a pinch in. And I love my dragon's blood resin. So sorry. Okay. I love my dragon's blood resin. So I just put a pinch in. Sometimes I will light a candle. So sometimes you dress a candle, and to dress a candle, and I did not bring one with me. Excuse my eye. I am so sorry, guys. Anyway, so sometimes I'll take my candle, I'll I'll carve on the candle intention, because I'm not going to carve this whole thing on a candle. So excuse me. See, it's still hanging on. So you would take your candle, you would rub it in oil, and then you would take all of this that you have in here and rub that on the candle, and then you would light your candle. You would take your paper, and then I would put it in the fire of the candle and let it burn inside, and just let the candle go completely all the way down. So that's how I do my intention spells. But that's not the end of it. Okay. I am so sorry, guys. The neighbor's dogs are going off. They were working on it. Burn, baby, burn. Yeah, right. Okay, I am going to mute for a moment. Sorry, my neighbor's dog is going off, which is making my dog go off. And I can't stop it from happening. Okay, so there is more to be done with this intention spell. You need to take action. And I think that's, yeah, I do need to do a workshop on it. And so when you take action, so for me, taking action would be for my in particular spell, intention spell, would be every time a negative thought comes into my mind, I would have to bring that into submission, stop it from happening at the tracks, and remind myself, no, I need to think positively, because you're not going to completely be able to stop thinking negatively right away. That's not going to happen. You have to remind yourself. And that's where this card comes in handy. If I leave it here, or if I'm going out and I take it with me and put it in my wallet or my purse or in the back of my phone, right? Where everybody sees it. I know a lot of people carry their stuff in the back of their phones. Let's see. Oh, hello, Astrid. Welcome in. Dog attack. Yeah, they think so. My dog is like 6 pounds, and she thinks she's bigger than the dogs next door, and she's not. So, why would I carry this with me? To remind me that, hey, I'm in the process of changing some of these thoughts from negative to positive. I know some people have said they carry a rubber band and snap themselves. I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to do that. That would hurt and it won't stop me. So there it is. But there are so many different ways to take action, because let's see here. You want to make the outcome attainable. Okay. And for that to happen, when you do these intention spells, they need to be realistic. Okay. That's one of the big things. A lot of people do unrealistic intention spells, and then they wonder why it doesn't happen. Well, it doesn't happen because it's not realistic, and you're not working on it, and you're not trusting and release, because once you have done the intention spell, you have to trust the process and let go. But what does letting go really mean? Because you can't let go and take action at the same time, can you? Yes, you have to let go of the control, let go of the need to control every little detail, because you can't control every little detail, not all the time. You have to let go of that ego. And of course, that's what I'm trying to let go of, is the negative aspect of my ego, right? So there is that on how to, sorry, I'm watching my YouTube as I go along, how to do an intention spell. So I found I just lost the word. I'm going to say what Dax always says, which is senior moment definition. Thank you for intention spell. An intention spell is a practice of focusing your thoughts and actions and energy. You have to put all your energy into it on a specific goal or a desired outcome. So if you didn't know what an intention spell was before, there it is for you. It's a practice. It's an art. It's whatever it is that you want it to be. And there's I can write out the how it works for everybody. Oh, thank you, Astrid. And if anybody has any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. So, and this is why I say that I use this, because sometimes when I do intention spells, I go completely blank. I have no idea what to do. I'm like, oh, I have to do an intention spell. What is my intention? And you don't always have to have an intention to do an intention spell. Sometimes you can do an intention spell just to get creativity. So use positive affirmations. How ironic. I just pulled this out of the deck. I wasn't even looking. And so I can go through my deck and go, okay, pull a card today to go with working on changing my thoughts. I am changing my thoughts. See, I had to correct myself. Use positive affirmations. And that would go with it. So if I decided to work on this intention for a week, I can go, okay, well, there is day 2 or day 1. I want to draw a card for this in particular intention. So here's day 1. And I can do that every day for a week. Just shuffle, go through it, draw another card. Tune into your soul. I love this deck. And so on day 2, I would do some soul meditations. So the only ones that I know of is sitting in the power, that really helps you to get to know your own energy, your own soul. So that's, what I would do on day 2. And then just every day draw another card. Okay, today I have to gain a new perspective. So this is how you take action. You think of, okay, I keep thinking negative on this one aspect of my life, and I have to gain a new perspective on how to change that. So that's you're taking action on your 3rd or 4th day or whatever. So every day you just do a new card to do a new action. And you can give yourself a time limit. Like I said, 7 days, 3 days. Some people do only 3 days. So, and this was a short topic, and that is a-okay. And again, don't forget to put your questions in the chat. I would love to answer any questions you have. Let's see, tomorrow we have I'm going to go over a few things with everybody. tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we have our great and me. Here we go. Readings, live chat, and more. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So I hope all of the members will be there. We'd love to have you. If you're in the chat, we would love to be there with you guys in the chat. So please show up. We'd love that. Um, don't forget to like and subscribe. I see there's a like in there. I think I might have just done that. So we've got a like. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Um, see, to next Saturday. So because I missed last Saturday, I am going to do my topic next Saturday on Crown Share Saturday. And it is going to be fun. We're going to talk about rituals and altars. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit longer than today's topic, but you know, we'll see how that goes. But we're going to talk about rituals and altars and why I do my altars. So behind me is, look, I'm going to do it anyway. Just so you know, that's what I'm doing. I should keep it in my bowl though. Okay. So behind me is my sort of altar that I have. I have my flowers that I have for reasons. Okay. Um, I have certain things that are very sentimental and emotional. And certain things that just have meaning. So next Saturday, it's going to be completely different. I am going to be doing um altars. So I'm going to change it up and show you a whole different altar set that I do, especially since we have Thanksgiving and Yule coming up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's see here. My car was vandalized in the parking garage where I reside. Do you see management paying me for the repairs? Yeah, if you have a specific, don't have a specific question, just ask for a message from the universe. Okay, so I am going to draw some cards. Okay. And so what I have here is I have a couple of yeses, and then um I have four yeses, but I have one no. So the one no really is the three of hearts. So your heart is wrapped up in this, but it's not your heart that's really wrapped up in this, because the I am wrong. This is the three of cups. I forgot about this deck. So you are completely put your whole emotions in this. This changes things a little, just a little bit. Okay. Your whole emotions are wrapped up in this, and I completely understand that, because your car is a part of you. It's an extension of you, just like your house, just like your wardrobe, just like everything, right? I know that that's where I feel safe is in my car. I go out there just to sit and get away from people sometimes, right? So it's a very emotional, and that is the only no I have. The rest are all very positive, and I even have some major arcanas. I have the Wheel of Fortune, and I have the High Priestess. So give it some time. You may have to get pushy to make it happen. But if it is the fault of management, then with the Six of Cups, it's going to take some time, but a six is success. But I have the Two of Pentacles, so there's going to be a choice to be made down the line. Okay. And so what you need to do is make sure that your emotions do not overcloud your thoughts. Okay, that's the Two of Pentacles. Do not let your emotions cloud the judgment, the decision that you have coming up that you have to make. Make sure you're thinking logically, and even if you have to do an intention spell. So, okay, the Wheel of Fortune is saying it's going to take time. The High Priestess and the Six of Cups is saying you may have to do an intention spell. And that's where you're going to use all of your emotions. So that way you can think clearly to make a decision that's going to need to be made. But it is showing more of a yes than a no at the present moment. Okay. Don't have a quick who would love a message from the universe about my eldest daughter. Will she soon find a job? Okay. Situation taking a long time and she is still here in the house. Oh, they never want to move out, do they? Okay. Would love a message from the universe about Astrid's eldest daughter. Will she soon find a job? Situation. Okay. Put my cards down. Let's see. Oh, very interesting. I got the Wheel of Fortune again. Okay. So I see that right now. Oh, you are so very welcome. Okay. Your daughter is feeling very emotional. Well, I've got the four, I'm sorry, I've got the Five of Swords. Okay. But her emotions are misplaced. She's feeling a lot of heart emotions that she's just really overthinking, and she's not seeing clearly through the pain that she's holding on to. Okay. However, it is time for her to learn a new trade. Maybe start her in a school program or see if she wants to go to college, see if she wants to do a trade school, beauty school. I can't help but think of Grease. Beauty school dropout. I should not sing my voice. Okay. So then I've got the Knight of Cups. So it's interesting that I've got the page and the Knight because I see the pages as learning. Okay. Once she has something underneath her that she knows she can do, because it has to be something that has some passion for her and that she wants to learn. Okay. Then she can start taking off on that in particular subject, career, life path. Okay. The wheel, I live in a farm town. I got this one fly. It's driving me crazy. The Wheel of Fortune is saying life is going to turn and things are going to get better, but it does take time. Okay. See, look, he's sitting on the wheel like, come on, turn, turn, turn. And it's just taking its time. Okay. But it is going to happen. She is going to get it. Okay. So just don't give up. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. Look, don't give up. Hold on to your pentacles. It's going to happen. Okay. So that's where we are with Astrid. Let's see here. Right? Just give her a push. Okay, let's see. Oh, you are so welcome. If anybody else has any questions, please feel free to put them in. Let's see how I'm doing over here. Look, It's almost complete, almost. And I'm that weird person that I like mine to be. The other thing that I do, so I will, when this is all done and dry and not hot, there we go. I will take this, um, I will take all the ashes and I'll go like in the street. I won't do it on my property. I don't know why. I heard that somewhere and it just stuck with me. So I don't do it on my property. I will go like to the street or the back alley or if I'm going out somewhere and then just blow it into the wind, throw it into the wind. And that's when I say my as I will, so would it be, or as I say it is true, or amen, or whatever it is you want to say. That's how I do mine. I use fire and I use air because I let the wind take it away. And that's how I do mine. Those are my two elements, I guess, if you will, is air and fire because I'm Aries and Aries is all about fire. Well, I am. I'm not a pyromaniac though. I just like fire. I don't love fire, I just like it. Okay, so last piece. Woo! Okay. Let's take a look in the chat. I like fire and light too. Yes. Yes. It just, there's something about it. I love it. It's very hands-on. It's my ritual, which we're going to learn about rituals next Saturday, so I'm not going to say too much, but that's part of my ritual for doing my intention spells or almost any of my spells that I do. So, okay. Moving on. Let's see here. So sorry. We're doing great. I'm about to be attacked by a very large cat. So forgive me as I try to move him out of the way here. No, get down. I'm telling you, if it's not a dog, it's a cat. If it's not a cat, it's a kid. Don't you dare. Okay, check out this cat, you guys. This is my Guido. He is 13 years old and he is 18 pounds, 18 to 20 pounds. He's my boy. Well, bless you. And he'll just sit here and let me hold him because he's my baby. And I've had him forever. So there's that for you. Always have a black cat handy. Just take it away. Yes, take it away from your property. Thank you. That's what I've heard. No, you're not going on the computer. And I named him Guido because we're all Italian and most of my cats have Italian names. Somewhere in one of mine or Dan's family is a Guido and a Vincenzo. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so yes, take it away from your property when you do it because it's I can't remember the main reason, but it has something to do with getting it to a place where the air can take it and it's not stuck where it feels like it's at home. The energy of because everything has energy. This all still has energy. See, there's not a whole lot in there, but and you just don't want it to stay where it's going to feel stuck and not move. Oh, Zora. We have Guido, and then I have my Tessa Marie. I adopted her. They named her Tesla. And I said, no, my cat is not going to be named after a car. So I changed her name to Tessa. Um, and then there was a little black kitten that was very feral, and she got somehow in our yard, and now she is no longer feral. She's part of the family, and her name is Henrietta Harriet Houdini because it was hard to get her. So little H. Yeah. That's all Dan. Okay, I wanted the Henrietta. Harrietta. Harry. I wanted to name her Harry because I thought she was a boy. So that's our black cat discussion. I love my black cats. I have orange cats. I have 11 cats, but one of them's not mine. So to be fair, I have 10 cats. I've adopted and adopted. Well, no, and then one had kittens, and Yes, the wind carrying it away does make sense. That's the best way I can do it. Some people, so when it comes to your ashes, some people will bury them, which is fantastic. Again, do it off of your property. Some people will freeze it. I don't because I do specific freezer spells, and we'll have to talk about that someday. That will be fun, different spells. Um, the freezer spells are fun. And easy. Let's see here. We're still in the 1111 portal. Oh, okay. I know very little about that, so um but yeah, some people bury it, some people burn it, some people put it in the freezer, some people will throw it down the toilet. I mean, it just some people will put it under their bed. And that's a really good idea with intention spells like this is, you can put the ashes in a little pouch. Like I have this little pouch. No. Am I still there? Okay, good. And that's what Guido likes to do. So, anyway, sometimes I'll put the ashes in a little pouch, and then you can put the pouch under your pillow. That's really good for certain intention spells, like I said, like this one here. So that is a great idea. Oh, that's interesting. 11 cats, so it seemed aligned with the portal. It's open for 11 days. That is awesome. Yes, and they're inside outside cats, so my house does not smell like cats because I let them out all day. And then we bring them in all at night, and my husband will sit out there at the door with the treats, and then he marks off. We have a board, and he marks off all the cats as they come in for their night treats, and then they're in for the night. And so, yeah, we've got cats and dogs and a guinea pig and little kids and teenagers and adults, and it's a farm. But my neighbor across the street, um, they are cats really are angels in disguise. But it's really funny because my neighbor across the street, she has peacocks and guineas and oh, they're beautiful birds. Oh my goodness. And she has goats. She's always like, if you ever need to borrow a goat. I told her no, because then I'd keep it and play because I think they're cute. And so yeah, we have a little farm, and I need a chicken though. I need chickens. That's my next step. I need to get some chickens. So If there is any other questions, feel free to put them in. I'm going to kind of just cruise through here. I got this one fly that just keeps buzzing my head. He needs to go outside with the neighbor's dog because the neighbor's dog will chase it. So I thought about that. I thought about the cats chasing the chickens, but the chickens are big. Well, the roosters are. And we have a guinea pig, and none of the cats bother that thing. One of the dogs loves to go up and give it kisses. Um, I don't think we'll have a problem. I know a lot of people with chickens and cats. And no, I don't think they will. Yeah, I hate flies too. Hi, Maria. Yeah, I think the cats, and if they do chase the chickens will peck them and they'll learn real quick. So my cats are pretty docile. They like the little mice. All right. Can you ask about if me and Philip will get back together? Oh, Maria, 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 Maria. Let's see. I am going to do a specific reading for you. Okay. Okay. Maria, I got the Hanged Man and I got the Judgment card. And those are two great big arcana, major arcana cards. I know that you're anxious and I know that you want Philip back, but why? This is the Judgment card. Why do you want Philip back? What is it that you are missing in yourself? Okay. What is it you're missing with yourself? You need to look at things from a whole new perspective. Okay. So let's do it this way. Why do you want Philip back, and what is he going to give to your life if he comes back? Are you going to have more sadness, more depression, more jealousy? You don't want the jealousy. You got the Seven of Cups, okay? You remember all those emotions he made you feel? You don't want to step backwards, okay? Now is the time for you to learn something new. Maybe go to school. Maybe find a mentor that'll help you. Okay. Will there be a chance for you and Philip? There's always a chance. I got the Four of Coins. There is always a chance. Yes. And when, that I don't know. It's kind of given me a unknown time. Like it's just when it happens, it'll happen if it happens. There is a possibility it could happen, but you need to get yourself balanced first. You need to find who you are before you give back to Philip, okay? So I've got the Ace of Cups. So I'm going to say, yeah, March or April, that would be spring. Look at the fish. The it's a little cold, but it's not freezing. So yeah, about March or April. Sounds about right if you work it right. But again, be the Hierophant and get yourself together first, okay? Trust us. You need to work and make sure that you are ready before you jump back in, okay? Be smart. You do need to heal. It takes time. And it's, be the stronger version of yourself. So, your intention, work on changing your thoughts. Start thinking positively about you instead of saying, "Oh, I suck." Say, "Oh, I don't suck. I just made a mistake. No big deal." And that is so hard to do. I know it is because I say that. That's why I said that. So change the way you think about yourself. You were at an interview. Will you get the job? Well, you got the Seven of Wands. They're looking at over your application right now, okay? And so it's still a maybe right now. But I've also got the Six of Wands, so it looks very positive. It could very well happen. So be prepared. Okay? They're looking it over and they're thinking about it right now. And so just stay prepared. All right? All right. So feel free to get a hold of me at psychic.cafe/Michelle. I am doing all of my tarot readings, all of my numerology reports are all on sale for $50 until the end of the year. So I'm just doing it, putting it out there. You can get a hold of me. We can set up a date and time. We can do Zoom. We can do phone call, however you would like to get it done. And um, I do have availability for the over this whole entire weekend because I didn't book anything this weekend. I usually don't. So the only time I'm unavailable is from 11 to 12 tomorrow during our live broadcast. So, excuse me. With that note, I think I will close down our show for today and say thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it, and I will talk to everyone again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.